Well, I'm excited for the Bengals and Joe Burrow. I want to see him dice it up. He kind of reminds me of Tom.
Yeah.
Does he not?
Yeah.
Like even the way he throws the ball sometimes, he looks like young athletic Tom. He's so over the top and he's mechanical.
We're right on the same page.
Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. I'm Julian Edelman.
And I'm Rob Gronkowski.
And this is the show where your favorite dudes talk about their favorite dudes.
And today we're going division by division to preview the AFC.
We're talking
how great Tyler Warren is looking.
The importance of starting fast.
And also Joe Burrow looking like a young Tom Brady. And then we wrap it up by making some award predictions for the 2025 season and the Chillest Dude of the Week presented by Coors Light.
Dudes on Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio.
I got to call Terry. Terry just texted me. Uncle Terry. Well, I didn't get to say hello to you at the seminar. We were busy. You were busy. I saw you one time, and I meant to come over and say hi to you and check up on you, but I didn't make it. So I hope you're doing well. Tammy and I are in Hawaii with our friends and family for 3 weeks before we had to go back to work. So I hope you're doing well, buddy. And I'll see you in 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever.
Terry's a good guy, man.
I love Uncle Terry.
He really is, man. He checks on all the talent. He checks on all his coworkers. He's a great dude, man. And what was so awesome about Terry Bradshaw is he goes on these like tours and he sings and cracks jokes. And he's all over the country doing it. And he sells out. He talks about how he sells out arenas that are 80,000 people, but I think it's more like 8,000 people, which is still pretty legit. And my dad went to the one in Buffalo 2 weekends ago, and he said Terry puts on a hell of a show. He's very entertaining. He took care of my dad as well. He takes care of his people, and he cares about his people. So Terry Bradshaw is the absolute man. He's a legend.
Dude, Terry Bradshaw sells out Branson, Missouri every year. That's like his main show.
Well, he's from around there.
How cool is it? Literally, we're doing our show. I get a text message from Uncle Terry.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so fun.
Always checking up on his boys. It doesn't matter if it's the young bucks or if it's the guys that he played with from the freaking 50s or 60s or 70s. And he's just a good dude overall. He really is. I love Terry because this guy has been through so much as well, and nothing keeps him down. He just keeps going. He has a motor. He just fills up his gas tank with diesel every day, and he just goes until that tank's empty, and then the next day he fills it right back up, and he just goes. So love him. Love his energy.
Love his energy. So let's jump into this. What do we got going?
We're here with another Dudes on Dudes. We are back, Julian. We have a couple headlines out there that we're just going to, scroll through real quick, give our 2 cents. And this has happened to me before. Let's get on this. When OBJ's friends or family or himself got duped by the fake Adam Schefter Twitter/X account. And who has this not happened to before? Twitter is dangerous now these days because of this new AI stuff and these fake accounts that feel like it's the exact person that they're imitating. And his friends and family or whoever were texting him like, congratulations on retirement. But he never even retired because everyone was falling for it on the fake account. It's happened to me before, but I never actually responded to the account. I did my research and I was like, holy shit, this new AI shit that's going on is dangerous because anyone can say anything and it looks so real that you can fall for it.
1,000%. What'd you get duped on? Do you remember?
Nah, I don't really remember it. It's kind of driving me crazy right now because I know I got duped by it before, and I'm so glad I didn't respond or anything. But I have gotten duped. It was about a year ago, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
I got someone duped me like maybe a few months ago where like all of a sudden people from Boston were texting me like, are you coming to coach? Are you coming back to coach? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my gosh, Julian. Are you kidding me with that one? Because 4 to 5 different people hit me up saying, is Julian Edelman coaching for the New England Patriots. And then that's when I asked your assistant. I called him up. I was like, yo, Sam, is Julian coaching for the Patriots? He's like, not that I know of. Like, I think he like talked to a couple of the players, but everyone got duped by that. That's a good situation right there that you just brought up.
I got duped.
Mm-hmm.
But bringing this back to OBJ, OBJ's 32. Is he on a team?
No, he's not on a team right now.
That could be a good situation, though. He could like fall into a team that like is viable at the end. If he stays in shape, pick up a ring.
He could. It would have to be the right situation. I would say that, the team would probably have to have like a solid, 1-2, and then it drops off from there. And he would come in as being like a contender at number 3 who can make some big plays when needed. He's not going to be a number 1 guy. Being a number 2, not really, but to be a 3 and help out when a big play is needed there and there, I think he possibly has that in him still. So it needs to be a team maybe like Pittsburgh or something. I mean, they got rid of George Pickens. You got DK Metcalf. You got a nice, tight end combination as well. Maybe you just bring in OBJ to complete it off with the targets for Aaron Rodgers. That could be a situation right there.
Yeah, I think he could be a situational player for sure. You put him in third down, red area. If he's healthy, I mean, he didn't forget how to play football.
Mm-mm.
And he was elitely explosive as a younger guy. So even if he's 85% of what he was, that's still explosive.
Mm-hmm. He's an explosive player. He is. And if he still keeps that explosiveness.
And he's got great hands. He's got big, great hands. He could be a target in the red area where he's got those kind of longy arms,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Where he could just beep.
Well, did you see the other headline, Julian? Michael Phelps helping the Ravens players learn to swim. I don't really know how that's going to relate to, being a football player. But the only thing I was possibly thinking is like you're activating your core while you're swimming, and it's a full body workout. And swimming is really good for recovery as well. So if they learn how to swim, maybe that's just another tool on how to recover. But also Michael Phelps is from the Baltimore area. He's a Baltimore Ravens fan. So it kind of makes sense. Maybe some team camaraderie as well, and bringing the team together. And it's Phelps, one of the most decorated Olympic gold medalists of all times for the United States of America swim team. So it can bring the team together, especially with Phelps being there, showing them, the winning ways and what it takes. What do you think about that? Do you see that relating to football at all, or is it bringing the team together?
No, I just keep on looking at the pool and put in my head, what if like baby Gronk like grew up a swimmer? You'd be a fucking long ass swimmer. And then what would your best stroke be?
My best stroke?
Like I could see you like you're fucking long. I know that he's like long armed and short legged, which makes him like super like flipper. But like I always remember tall, like I could just see you being a pool guy, like a water polo. That's what I was thinking. About.
I'm a breaststroke guy, Jules. I am. Yeah. It's just the most simple, right to the point. I got the big arms, so big, nice breaststroke is right up my alley. And it's kind of like my stride. Like when I'm walking, I'm always like 3 feet ahead of everybody because my stride is just so viciously long. So it's kind of like me in a swimming pool. If I got the right form down, I got the right technique, I got the power behind it, I would just have an advantage because my stride would just be of the breaststroke would just be whoop gliding through the water and just floating.
Big old mitts too, like flippers, and his big old feet.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this whole thing. I think the Ravens put out a social media thing, like it was kind of a funny little piece of content where they like, hey, Michael Phelps, 1 in 3 Ravens don't know how to swim, and like they basically asked them to come help them, which I think this is a win for everyone. It's a win for the Baltimore Ravens because they're getting to, what's the one thing they've been struggling with? Winning the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Winning the big one. Winning in the playoffs. And to have someone who knows so much about winning. I mean, Michael Phelps, the most decorated freaking gold medalist guy in the history of all the Olympics.
23-time Olympic medalist. And that's a great point you're making.
I think this is just a slam dunk for everyone. And I remember we used to have, very successful people come in and talk to us just because you want to show younger players, older players, mix things up show what winning is in different facets, because it always comes back to the same thing. Work. Jokers are just working. You know what I mean? And the relentlessness of being obsessed with your preparation. So this is tight. You ever meet Phelps?
I never met Phelps in my life. I feel like he would be a really cool dude to meet. I feel like we would get along, but just never met him. And hopefully one day I get to. I mean, he's a 23-time Olympic medalist, and it would just be an honor and pleasure to meet such a champion in life. And Jules, that's a great point that you brought up. The Baltimore Ravens last year, I truly believe they were a way better team than the Buffalo Bills, and they blew them out in the regular season and showed that they were a better team, but they just couldn't close in the playoffs, just like any other year, besides the one year that they won the Super Bowl in like 2012 when Joe Flacco was the quarterback. But recently they've been having great teams and they just can't win the big game. So it does make sense to bring in Michael Phelps, who knows how to close and win, on the biggest moment, on the biggest stage, when it's time and when your number's called. So let's see if this works out. We'll see in the end, because the Ravens have a good team, and they're going to be back in the playoffs whenever Lamar Jackson's the quarterback.
Oh yeah, it's just about for them to be. They just got to stay healthy and continue to improve their team weekly to get ready for the playoffs. That's where they're at in their standard of play now. It's them, the Kansas Cities, the Philadelphias. They're all just learning their team this first 8 weeks just to get themselves ready, stay healthy, continue to improve their team to get themselves ready for that January football.
Hey, Jules, what kind of dude do you think Michael Phelps is? Hurry. You just quick answer and one
I got to meet him.
One reason why he's that type of dude.
I think he's chill. Oh. I remember him smoking bongs and shit. I would love to hang out with him. He'd probably be so cool. Yeah, I took a picture with him and Steph Curry at the ESPYs once years ago. I forgot what year it was, but I just think he's a cool dude. He works his ass off. He probably, smokes a little devil's lettuce every once in a while. He's all about like his health and fitness with like these freaking, what he's got, like cold plunge. I think he owns like a cold plunge company, which I think looks badass. I looked into buying, so shout out Michael Phelps or send one over. Would love to test out. Big Michael Phelps fan.
I meant like, what kind of dude is he in dudes on dudes terms? Is he a dog?
Oh, sheesh.
Is he
he's a freak.
Oh, he's a freak. Okay.
He's a fucking freak.
He is a freak. You see those those traps?
It's not that. They said I got cut out of it. I was in that picture.
Dang, look at Steph Curry right there, man. He looks like a kid, like he's in high school in that picture, and he was draining threes on everybody in the NBA at that time.
This is probably 2014, 15. Yeah, I got cut out of that picture. Thanks, Phelps.
Sorry, Jules.
Well, they are two legends.
I would never cut you out of a picture.
They're two like all-time greats. I get it.
You're an all-time great.
I get it.
You're a freaking playoff Jules. You're the greatest playoff player of all time.
Oh, there it is. Did you cut me off or did they cut it off?
Oh.
Yeah, they cut it off.
There you are, Jules. Look at you. Looking like a stud with that hair. You got Michael Phelps hair.
Just the three of us.
You can do it if you try.
Guess not.
The Three Musketeers.
All right, let's get into another headline. How about this Travis Kelce GQ stuff? Travis Kelce spoke on his 2024 production drop in a new GQ interview. He was honest, said his focus on football might have slipped a little in the last few years, got a little too caught up with acting and entertainment. Mm-hmm. What do you think about his honesty, Rob?
You got to appreciate the honesty, and I totally understand that. I mean, there's a couple times in my career where it was hard to say no to things, and that's how I got the confidence to say no to people, because at one point, while I was playing football, I noticed that I was doing too many things outside of the game of football, and it was hindering my play. It was hindering my workouts. It was hindering my practices. And I knew that I needed to cut it back. So I totally understand. But when you commit to something, you got to do it. And then, you're just jammed up. So after I got jammed up with a lot of things, doing a lot of things off the field, whatever it is, appearances, going on a show, I knew, hey, it's time that I got to start saying no. Football is what matters most. Football is what's going to get me to the point that I want to get to where it's going to be available after the game of football. So I understand what Travis is saying, and I appreciate, and we all appreciate his honesty. And as you can tell from this offseason as well, it seems like it was all football. Yeah, he's dating the biggest pop star in the world, so they're always going to be in the media if they're going out to dinner or whatever they're doing, going out to lunch at the coffee shop. But that's nothing. Overall, it wasn't like he was out at parties doing all that stuff. It seemed like he was actually truly focused, and his word is his word, and he was actually living, behind it.
It's tough. I mean, he's like the most popular dude in the world out of football. He's probably he's the most famous football player right now. And it's crazy because it's never not been a quarterback. Actually, you think about it. OBJ was pretty famous for not being a quarterback. But this is on a different light. This is like when Tom was with Giselle back in the day, when Giselle was like the big one, like the biggest pop or model in the world. This is like some crazy stuff. I don't know. With what he did the last couple of years, he set himself up for when football is over. So he's probably realizing that it's closer to the end than it is the beginning, and he wants to really enjoy the last bit of football.
That as well, and he's set up for after football as well. There's no doubt about that. He doesn't really need to do anything off the field.
But if he didn't focus, that's what I mean. If he didn't focus, like he said, a little too much on acting and entertainment. Entertainment's his podcast, this, that. I mean, maybe he wouldn't be where he's at right now.
That's a good point as well.
You know what I mean? So, everything happens for a reason.
I mean, you can't just do football your whole entire career either. I mean, 24/7, 365 days out of the year. Unless if you're an absolute maniac like Coach Belichick, he's the only one that sleeps and breathes football at all times. But as a player,
not anymore.
Well, at UNC he is not during the summer, but once football season starts, he's in training camp. I'm sure it's just all football, and once the season hits, but you got to be able to expand your brand. You have time. You want to be able to pursue other opportunities. You just know when it's time to stop pursuing those other opportunities and when you got to just focus on football. And I think he realized that, and I think that's what he did this year, because then he realized, all right, I have already done enough of those opportunities. It's all going to be there after I'm done playing football. And also, he's a tight end. So I want to shout out Travis for representing tight ends, baby, and keep putting them on the map, because tight ends never got the love that they deserved throughout the decades. And now they're getting a lot of love through George Kittle, Travis Kelce, Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, how about that makeover?
Oh, that makeover. Guy looks like he's 40-year-old killer.
Oh my God. This guy looks like a fucking tight end.
He does. He's perfect for the Raiders.
Bro, he looks like the Raiders tight end.
He could have played for them in the freaking 1980s on those teams.
All he needs is a goatee. You got a skim ball head. This dude, he's Mr. Clean with that thing.
He's going to have a commercial soon, just freaking clean.
Mr.
Cleaning.
Mean.
Mr. Clean, looking like Mr. Mean. He's also Mr. Lean, and he's also a machine.
There you go, Rob. Eminem's finest right there. That's Eminem-esque lyrics. Lastly, you did GQ.
Yeah,
right?
I did GQ back in the day.
I did GQ. I did a thing with GQ. I didn't have a main spread.
What was great was GQ's all right, how can we fit Gronk into GQ? Because this guy just wears no shirt every day. He really doesn't wear anything designer. He wears his, the shorts that the Patriots hand out. He's wearing just free gear. So how do we, because GQ, you got to have style. I didn't really have style, but they managed to find a way for me to get on the cover, which was really cool. And it was a great photo shoot. And shout out to GQ, doing big things still.
Shout out to GQ.
Having Julian in it. Tom was on GQ. Just shout out to GQ for representing athletes, because it's more of a brand for, celebrities that are actors and models. But shout out to GQ for keeping the athletes going as well and putting us on the covers. Look at that, Jules. Look at me. Made of money. $100
Freaking
bill
Rob.
towel going across me. The abs were popping. The Gronk spikes were in full effect.
Look at the
Jack
Gronk,
Diesel
bro.
back in those days. Man, looking turned up. Turned up, baby.
Old Robbie G.
No, old Robbie G.
We didn't chirp you for this, did we?
No, you guys didn't chirp me for this, but I got chirped by Coach Belichick before.
Because we all thought he's cool. Fuck.
I was looking cool. You can't chirp a cool guy, Jules, all right? But I got chirped by Coach Belichick when I did the ESPN cover, when I had the kitty cats on my shoulder.
What'd Bill say?
We're warming up in practice. He goes, looking good with those kitty cats. It's all about the covers of ESPN and having cats as pets. It was right along those lines. But I was like, Coach, I'm going to dominate today. He's like, okay, fine. You're good to go then.
The whole kitty cat. Look at the Rob.
Mm-hmm. Look at the young Gronkster. Man, those were the days. Those were the days.
Those were fun
Those
days.
were the fun days, Jules. They really were, man.
All right, well, we got to give a live show update August 28th at the MGM Music Hall in Boston. Mark your calendars. Everyone go to Ticketmaster.com.
There's barely any tickets left, by the way, so hurry up and sell us out. We're not sold out yet, but we're close to it. So
yeah, everyone's been talking about the merch in the comments.
We heard you guys. The merchandise will be at the live show, so get a ticket and come join the show. It's going to be popping. It's going to be 8 p.m. at night.
It's going to be fun.
I think I'm going to party that night, Jules, just because it's a night show.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I haven't partied in a while. I think we need to throw it back. I think I should throw a couple drinks back, hang out with the crowd, pour some shots out, take some Coors Light and do some Stone Cold Steve Austin's chugs like I'm in the ring with some fans. We'll see what happens, Jules. Night show, Robbie G might bring his best.
Oh, my God. I can't wait. I really can't. All right, let's talk about some football now.
Well, we're going to go around the league, division by division, to take a look at the big storylines of each division and what we expect from each division. We're going to pick a winner, who a breakout player may be, who the stars are, all that good stuff. So let's get into it, Jules.
Let's start off with the old AFC.
We're starting off with our conference first, the AFC East. And who are you most excited for, Jules, in the AFC East? It can be a guy on the Patriots, not a problem. It could be our team.
I'm excited to see these Bills, man.
Really, the Bills?
They spent $1.8 billion this offseason on guys that they've drafted. They just signed Cooks. I know they're on Hard Knocks, so I'm getting the Hard Knocks hype. But this is the first time you get an inside look at how they prepare, and Josh Allen, he's a monster. Mm-hmm. They've been spending money. I like the Shakir kid. I like the Coleman guy. They got offensive line. They got a defense that plays, bend but don't break. They try not to break, but I'm excited. The Bosa storyline being over there, I think they got to go get one. Mm-hmm. They got to go. They got to do some stuff.
Yep, can't argue with anything you just said there, Jules. And me, who I'm most excited for, I can't go with the same team that you pick. I'll put some points on a different team, but can't go with Miami. I mean, they just keep going downhill. They were exciting 2 years ago when they were on fire, and they just can't find any more rhythm. So that's not Miami. Same with the Jets. It's the Jets. I mean, there's really no excitement there besides Fields, but I don't know, just doesn't do it for me or anyone else. So I'm going to go with our team, the New England Patriots. We got year one of the Vrabel era. Drake May is now the guy. Josh McDaniels is back as the OC who won all the championships with us, one of the best offensive coordinators in the game. You got Stephon Diggs addition, who's bringing that sparkle back on the field and off the field. Just bringing excitement all over the place, which is kind of reminds us of us being wild off the field, which he has been a little bit, and also looking dominant out at practices versus the Minnesota Vikings. And then we also got some notable draft picks at left tackle Will Campbell that everyone's loving, and running back Travion Henderson that everyone is raving about in training camp this year. So I'm excited.
He had a monster game
for the New England Patriots, baby. Let's go. Give us a hot take. AFC East, go.
So speaking of, I think we might be getting Will Campbell on Dudes.
Yeah, I think we should.
I think he's going to come on.
I would love to have Will Campbell on Dudes. Will,
I think he's coming on. So I'm really excited to see them too, but I didn't want to be a homer, and I really am excited to see, like, can the Bills make this jump and really, like, them, the Ravens, can the Bengals, like, I want to see what the big dogs, the big quarterbacks can do. Like, Drake's got my hot take. What's my hot take? My hot take is that the Jets are going to be better than the Dolphins.
Oh,
is that a hot take?
Yeah. That could be a solid hot take because the Dolphins have been better.
That's a hot take. I just think I like Aaron Glenn. I thought they were buttoned up in their preseason game. Justin Fields looked all right. The defense, is going to be playing lights out. They got a lot of good ball players on defense, and Aaron Glenn knows how to call defense. So it's going to be like sloppy. I think they're going to look a lot like the Steelers looked last year with Justin Fields. It'll be like very run dominant type team that plays the defense, gets a couple takeovers, has a really good defense, just not turn the ball over on offense. Justin Fields make a big play here and there. Like, I don't know. I thought they looked button up. They played hard even though it was like 2s on 2s, 3s on 3s, 4s on 4s, like the talent of the teams, they still, I felt like, executed better. And that's a testament to having a good camp, I think.
I'm going to go with the New England Patriots making the playoffs at year 1 under the variable era.
Robbie's going. Yeah.
They're not going to win the division. I think the Bills are definitely going to win the division. It's going to be a wild card.
Whatever happened to manage the expectations?
The wild card. It's just the expectations to make the playoffs as a wild card. They got $60 million in salary cap room because still. So I think they're going to make plays to upgrade the team when they figure out what type of team that they have and where the weak spots are throughout this beginning of the season. And they're going to make trades, sign some guys that they need long-term as well.
You think there's going to be a big trade in this offseason?
Not offseason, but beginning of the season or before the trade deadline. I think they will make a trade to a position where they need to upgrade it. They got $60 million. Why wouldn't you do that?
Who?
I don't know.
What would you trade for?
I'm like I said.
We still learning our team right now?
Still learn the team, evaluate the team in the first couple of weeks. Where's their weakest spot and what trade can help them to make their team a better team and a suitor to make the playoffs.
I agree with you, man. That'll be awesome. All right, who's going to win this division? I think the Bills. I think they're just, with bearing health, they're just a well-running machine right now. They know how to win football games. Josh Allen's comfortable when it's uncomfortable. They've got playmakers that have all been in the same scheme now for a couple years, like their outside guys, the Coleman, the Shakir. They've developed into really good football players that have come on a great page that have gotten on a good page with Josh Allen. So, and then Cooks, I think he's dynamic. He just got paid. They got a good team. It's just about that defense. But when you got Josh Allen in that offense, and when when Joe Brady's calling it right, we're running the football, we're saving Josh when we need him. That's when good things happen, and they've learned that formula. So hopefully we'll see. Let's move on to the next division.
You ever get hyped for a rooftop hang, and then the speaker dies 5 minutes in? Yeah, that'll kill a vibe. But hey, choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. We grabbed an empty cup, popped in a phone, and boom, DIY surround sound. Not perfect, but the vibes stayed high. The first cold sip, straight up clutch. Coors Light is a mountain cold refreshment, crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. So when things go sideways, embrace a chill mindset and make the most the times you choose chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN. That's CoorsLight.com/GWN. Coors Brewing Company. Golden, Colorado beer. Celebrate responsibly.
All right, let's move to the AFC South.
AFC South. What are you excited for?
All right. I'm most excited to see the type of juice, the type of improvement CJ Stroud and DeMeco Ryans can bring to the table. They had great rookie years. They're both going into their third year. Head coach DeMeco Ryans and quarterback CJ Stroud. Here's the thing. They had great rookie years and they had pretty solid second years, but you really didn't see that jump of improvement from their rookie year to their second year. But they had unbelievable rookie years, so it was kind of hard to make that jump. But there's still room for an improvement where they can make that jump. So can they do that this year going into year 3 in the weakest division in football and dominate this division and then make a true impact in the playoffs? So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking towards, and that's what I'm excited about, because if CJ Stroud does take it to another level, he's going to be one of the most exciting and vicious quarterbacks in the NFL this year. And I'm hoping to see that happen because I'm a fan of his.
Who's the offensive coordinator?
The offensive coordinator. Oh shit. Shout out to Nick Caley. He was my tight end coach for a couple years here in New England. And he FaceTime called me out of the blue a couple weeks ago, man. And Nick Caley brings the absolute juice to the table every single day on a daily basis. He loves the game of football. He's a smart coach, knows the offense inside and out, knows all the tricks and traits to being a great coach. So I'm excited about him. Actually, I'm more excited about Nick Caley being the offensive coordinator and seeing what he does with this offense with CJ Stroud and the other guys. I got Nico Collins, who's one of my favorite receivers in the league. Big guy. I love my big guys. You know, I just relate to them big time. Big guys that can move and make big plays, and Nico Collins is one of them. So I'm looking out for Nick Caley big time, and I think he's going to strive and be excellent. I think that's the right fit for him as well to be a first-time offensive coordinator.
I'm excited for Liam Cohen and Duval.
Really? I feel like that's the least exciting situation there.
No. They brought Travis Hunter's there.
Okay.
They got Brian Thomas Jr. there, who had a really great rookie year. They have a paid quarterback. They've got pretty good tight ends. Liam Cohen's supposed to, Liam Cohen got Baker Mayfield back to Baker Mayfield, this is a big year. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in Duval. They got to step it up. They got a lot of money over there, like invested in players. They went and had a huge draft by getting Travis Hunter, the most exciting football player. I want to see him, dialed in, anything to make the quarterback. I want to see anything to see Trevor Lawrence succeed, because that's what has to happen for them to do well. Mm-hmm. And this is like a winnable division. I'm excited to see what the Houston Texans do too. But I mean, let's go Duval. This is a competitive division where everyone has a shot because no one's really proved. And then I'm even excited for the Texans because Cam Ward, he's having a quiet. No one's even talked about him.
Number 1 pick overall. I was watching him go in college last year, and it looked like a high school game on TV because I didn't really look at the team, so I thought it was high school playing, but it was just Cam Ward dominating like a high school player. That's just how special he is, that he tricked me when he was out there because he was just that special.
What's the over-under for the Indianapolis Colts?
The over-under for the Colts, I would probably say eight games. Yeah.
It's 7.5?
We're right on the same page.
Is it a hot take to take the over? I think they're going to have – I think Daniel Jones going to win that job. I just think – I mean, they're going to want Richardson to – I mean, they drafted him 3rd overall. You want him to play. But – I mean, he's hurt right now, again, on a self-inflicted wound. I mean, it was a quick game play, and, that whole knowing the protection thing, he didn't get that thing schemed out. So, I don't know. I think Daniel Jones, he got another life? Mm-hmm. Daniel Jones got another life? Daniel Jones a cat, bro. He got 9 lives out here.
Yeah, he is competitive. I mean, he does have 9 lives, but...
Is that a hot take? No, I think that's not even a hot take, though. That's not even that hot.
No, it wasn't. It was
my hot take would be, I think they're going to have 9 wins. I think they're going to be competitive.
That was the same take that you just took, saying that they're going to win more than 7.5 games. And then you said it wasn't a hot take. And then you said they're going to win 9 games for your hot take. Like Jules, like you're just hot right now. Just put it that way. You must be sweating right now that you just did back to back the same hot takes. I kind of like that. So that is your hot take. That is they're going to win. I got a good hot take for you. Tyler Warren is going to be a top, I would say, 8 tight end this year. Top 8. I don't want to say top 10.
No, they're not going to win 9 games. They're not going to win 9 games.
Well, Tyler Warren,
I see
top 8 tight end. We're over the Colts winning 9 games. Who cares about the Colts? We never cared about them, Jules.
Right.
But Tyler Warren, even though he's on the Colts, is going to be a solid player. I'm not being biased. I really like this kid. He just played the first 20 snaps for the Colts in preseason in the first quarter. And he had 3 catches, I would say, for about 50 yards. And it was 3 different tiers of catches. One, he did your type of route, Jules, where he goes into the middle of the field for about 5 yards and comes out, plants and comes out. Looks very athletic. Looked like a slot receiver at his size, 6'5", 256 pounds. And then he ran an out route 12 yards, looked phenomenal, and got a little bit physical after 2 where they couldn't take him out. And then he ran my play. The play action, Charles Barkley, where the linebacker step up. He found the hole, and the quarterback hit him. He looked so solid. The game looked slow to him, and he just looked like a professional tight end. He's going to be a great player. I learned about him when he was at Penn State last year. What I'm just curious is how he is going to be in the run game, because it's just looking at him run those routes, it reminded me most of myself, and a big fan of this guy. I just want to see how he blocks as well.
Hot take.
So hot take, Tyler Warren, top tight end, going to have over 1,000 yards this year.
Hot take. We need to get Charles Barkley on the goddamn show.
Mm-hmm.
I love Charles Barkley. He's so funny.
He is.
And it was one of our great plays. Who are we taking to win this division? Ooh.
Texans.
All right, I'm going Texans too.
Who's our other guy? The GM there.
Caserio.
Yeah, Caserio. Nick Caserio. You can't go against them.
No,
doing great.
I'm not trying to go against him. It's just we got to get that offensive line going.
All right, on to the next division, where we just spent way too much time on the weakest division in football. Much. I can tell you that. That's the weakest division in football, and we're still talking about them, but we're telling everyone they're the weakest.
AFC North. Let's go big boys, big boy division.
I'm most excited about this. Is obvious, but it's Aaron Rodgers at the quarterback position. I mean, the guy brings the juice.
Ooh, that what you're most excited about?
The guy brings entertainment to the game of football. You can hate him, you can love him. It doesn't matter. He makes the game of football that much better. He makes the team that he's on that much more exciting. It's like Deion Sanders at Colorado. It's like Coach Belichick, at UNC. It's like Aaron Rodgers going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're going to tune in because of his play. He's still one of the top quarterbacks in the league. I think he threw for more touchdowns, or the exact same amount of touchdowns as MVP Josh Allen last year, and threw for maybe even, I think, more yards than him as well. So he's still there. He still has game. Let's just see how he brings it together as a team. I'm excited for the Pittsburgh Steelers and Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I'm excited for the Bengals and Joe Burrow. I want to see him dice it up. I watch him play. I watched that quarterback documentary, and he kind of reminds me of Tom. Does he not? Even the way he throws the ball, sometimes he looks like young athletic Tom. He's so over the top, and he's mechanical, and just his numbers were fascinating last year, and they didn't make the playoffs. I'm excited to see, since they played in the freaking preseason this year, which once again is kind of due to the health of their team in the past, where they couldn't really play, and which really did help them, or the distractions of signing players didn't help them. They really have been kind of clean this offseason. They played in the preseason game. Jamar Chase looked like a fucking monster. Joe Burrow looked like a just surgeon with that precision over there, hitting the fucking defense left and right. I know, just going out in the preseason and looking how you're supposed to freaking look. That's what he did, and that's what I wanted to see, and that's why I think they're going to win, more than 2 games in September this year. Mm-hmm. And they have never done that with Joe Burrow. So, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see him start fast.
They need to start fast.
Teddy Karras got him going. I'm excited.
Reason why they didn't make the playoffs last year, because of the opening game of the season, they lost to the New England Patriots, who won 2 games last year. and that was one of their losses, and they missed the playoffs by one game.
It was a bad loss.
That's why
that was a bad loss.
You got to start fast. They got to win some games right off the bat. They need it for the momentum.
So I'm excited to see the social study of, the Bengals' first time playing in preseason game. Hey, maybe it jumpstarts them. They go and play it. You know what I mean? Let's see it.
That's a science project study right there. So Cincinnati Bengals playing in preseason. Does that translate now to the opener? We will see.
Will that translate into the September football play? Is that our thesis?
A thesis is if and what, correct, Jules?
Yeah. So if the Bengals were to play in the preseason this year, would they perform better?
Is it if and what? What's a thesis? If and then? Is it if and then? Yes, if and then I think it is.
If the Bengals were to play and prepare this offseason with playing in the preseason game, such a run-on sentence, then they will win more than 2 games in September.
There we go.
Wait, a statement or a theory that is put forward as a premise to be maintained or proved. His central thesis is that psychological life is not part of the material world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're no teachers, we're no scientists, but I think we hit the thesis statement right on the point.
I remember what my science project was, though. My science project was, does your heart rate get affected when you watch scary movies or something?
I think that's a hypothesis.
A hypothesis, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jules, I can tell you this.
Takes.
Hot take. I was watching the newest Halloween on a plane when it was around Halloween last year, and my heart race was going so fast that I turned it off after 10 minutes because it was freaking scarier than scary. I had to turn it off. It was vicious. So scary movies affect heart rate.
Scary movies affect heart rate.
Yes.
Is the
if you're a
thesis.
wussy like myself,
Yeah.
yes. Mm-hmm. It does.
I'm terrified of movies too.
All right, hot take, Jules.
The
Hit
hot
it.
take.
Come on, what you got? Faster, 2-minute drill. Aaron Rodgers.
Hot take is the Steelers don't make the playoffs.
My hot take is the Steelers win the division.
Oh, we're going full Steelers matchup?
Yeah. We're butting heads right now, baby. I like
the Bengals aren't going to be as bad as last year. It's a tough division. The Browns are freaking the Steelers are gonna probably split with the Browns because the Browns have crazy defense and Myles Garrett's just a problem no matter what. He can ruin anyone's day.
I got a real hot take for you. If the Steelers don't make the playoffs, then I believe Mike Tomlin will not be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers anymore.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
So I'm going off of your hot take, but I think they'll win the division. So I think he'll still be there.
You think they're gonna win the division?
Why not? Hot take, Jules.
Baltimore Ravens, they've won it like the last couple years, maybe.
I'm kind of a homer. I went to school my senior year in Pittsburgh, so I got a little bit of Steelers in me, okay? Just a little bit.
I'm going with the Ravens to win it. That's who I'm going with.
They're so good. I can't even argue that.
They just got to stay healthy.
I can't even argue that.
All right, let's go on to the next division.
All right, next.
AFC West. Ooh, low key, really hard division.
Oh man, the freaking division before as well was very tough. We went from the worst division to the 2 hardest divisions. Oh man, I'm excited. I mean, you can't say you're excited for Mahomes because he's going to do the same thing he does every year. You're always going to be excited for Mahomes. I would say I'm excited for the Los Angeles Chargers. I mean, you got Harbaugh as the coach for his second year. He's kind of got the program going in the direction that he's going. You got Ladd McConkey. Love his play. Love what he did as a rookie.
I like Ladd.
I'm excited for the development of Justin Herbert to go to the next level in this offense. Yeah, I know they're a run-first offense, but I want to see what he can do. The second step he can make, the next step he can make with this amazing head coach, Jim Harbaugh. Is that how you say their last name? It's a tough last. Harbaugh. Harbaugh. It's a tough name to say, Jules. Harbaugh.
They're football royalty kind of ish, I feel.
Yes. Oh, more than football royalty ish.
Because I think their dad was a really good coach. Like, they love football. They're football family, bro.
Football family for life.
I'm excited for. I want to see Bo Nix in year 2. Because if you look at his numbers, year 1 with Sean Payton versus year 1 Drew Brees with Sean Payton, they're very similar. I think they're very similar. I saw something out there. Now, Brees took a jump. I think Bo Nix, I haven't heard anything bad come out of their camp. Everyone just keeps on talking like Bo Nix is taking a step. Bo Nix is taking a step. Sean Payton's a great play caller. He knows how to protect young players on how and when he calls certain plays. He knows how to develop offensive line. They flipped that offensive line in a couple years. They got a really good offensive line. Who do they have at running back? But, I'm excited to see Bo Nix in year 2 with Sean Payton because they got a really good football team. That's a really good division. This is going to be a bloodbath.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until Sean Payton gets him like an Alvin Kamara type player at running back, like a guy that can come out of the backfield or a Sproul. He's missing a running back. I don't know who their running backs room is, and I'm sorry if there's someone there that is pretty good, but like when Sean Payton's had elite running backs, think about it. They've been elite. Darren Sproles with Drew Brees on the little Sproles route, the option route was lethal. I remember him running for touchdowns for years. And then Alvin Kamara. It just brings a whole nother dynamic into that offense.
This hot take is just wild. This is why we love the game of football. I mean, you got one division with just 4 legendary coaches. I mean, it's just insane. 4 teams where the expectations are to have a winning season. I mean, 4 teams where they all want to win. They're doing everything to win. And that's why football is so great. And this division is definitely probably the hardest division in football, or the second hardest. There's absolutely no doubt about that. And I'm excited for Pete Carroll. I'm excited because Tom is the owner as well and part of the program. And just to see what they do. They got Brock Bowers. They drafted that running back, Ashton Genty, who's just an absolute beast out of Boise State. So all 4 of these teams are exciting. Like, they really, truly are. So that's just why I love football, because it's a battle. It's the best of the best going versus each other. And I still think Kansas City wins the division just because you can't go against them until they finally don't win the division. And I don't think this is a year. You just got Mahomes at the helm. And he just knows how to figure it out to win.
My hot take is Patrick. Like, it sounds crazy to me, but like everyone like thinks that like they're not going to win. They know how to win. I think, you know what I mean. They know how to win, even when they're not playing. They're like good. They know how to win football games. So my hot take is that I don't know if it's hot. I don't know. What do I have? Hot take.
Is Kansas City going to win the division?
1,000%.
Oh, well, then that's not a hot take. If you said they weren't going to win, then that's a hot take, Jules.
I don't like hot takes.
Oh, I got a hot take for you. The Oakland Raiders aren't going to make the playoffs.
I'm not saying that. I stayed away from the Raiders.
No, I just said it for you, okay? I didn't say it for me. I just said that hot take for you.
You can't say it for me.
So Julian's hot take, without him saying it and me coming up with it for him, the Raiders aren't going to make the playoffs.
That's not a hot take, though.
He doesn't want to say it because he doesn't want to be on Tom's bad side.
Stop. I'm already on Tom's bad side.
Well, then get even worse.
I'm already in the doghouse. I don't even know why.
Just stay in the cage. Come on.
I'm not even going to paw out.
All right, Jules, we just covered the AFC divisions. A lot of great stuff, a lot of excitement, a lot of hot takes that we'll be wrong about, but we'll also be right about some of them. We'll see if it happens, what we're manifesting, what we're talking about once the season starts. But
hate hot takes.
It's time. I know you hate hot takes. I love hot takes. It just spices it up a little bit, and I like spice. I don't like to eat spice, but I like spice outside of eating it.
You know him. You love him. The big guy with the red tie is back in the all-new Donkey Kong Bonanza game on Nintendo Switch 2 system.
In this brand new DK adventure, he's teaming up with talented singer Pauline as they explore a wild underground world.
He can punch through walls, carve tunnels, and rip up chunks of terrain on his non-stop quest for golden bananas.
Unleash your inner Kong in Donkey Kong Bonanza. Available now. Rated 10 and up. Only on Nintendo Switch 2. Game and system sold separately. Let's get on the Chillest Dude of the Week, presented by Coors Light.
Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and celebrate responsibly.
It may be preseason, but it's never too early, for some trophy talk.
So we're going to make our picks for Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and who we think are going to win the AFC.
Oh, let's get into it. Let's get into it, Jules. Oh, I'm sipping my beer. I'm tipsy right now. I'm going to make some crazy picks.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Oh, Offensive Player of the Year. Here we go.
So the list right now that's up here is Saquon Barkley, Jamar Gibbs, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, and Justin Jefferson.
Ooh.
Saquon can't go back-to-back, can he?
That's tough, man. That's tough to go back-to-back. I mean, especially at the running back position and just how big of a beating you take with all those carries and just have the same production as the year before. I mean, it's possible. It's possible. Terrell Davis was doing that back in the day with the Denver Broncos. So Saquon Barkley could do it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to go with this guy. He's just looking beastly right now in his first preseason game. He only played a couple snaps, a team that we were talking about that needs to get off on the right foot. So they are playing in the preseason, and I truly think it's going to work and help their team. I'm going to go with Jamar Chase, man.
Ooh.
This guy's lethal right now, man.
He is. He's like my favorite receiver.
He's one of my favorite too. This guy's beastly, man. He just looks stocky. He looks bold. He looks strong. He's fast. He can plant, and stop on a dime, which is impressive. He also has the jets to run by people. This guy, Jamar Chase, is going to take home Offensive Player of the Year. The reason why is because they're going to finally start fast instead of waiting till the fourth game of the season. So he's going to have stats that are through the roof.
Sorry, I got to go down. My neck is getting a little tired. I can't, that is such a good, that's a freaking great pick. I love that because I think Jamar Chase is like my favorite football player to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think
he's strong, big dude, strong dude.
He can run. He has every tool on the belt. He can run routes. Explosive, fast, quick, strong. He can make plays down the field. He can make screen plays taking him to the house. He could take an under route to the house. He could take an in cut to the house. He could take a comeback to the house. He could take a hitch to the house. He could take a post over the top. He can do it all.
What about screen pass?
Oh, he's already housed those jailbreak screens all the time. I see those little blitz zero beaters where they just give it to him. A couple linemen come out there. Gone. That's a great pick. I want to go. I think it's going to go to a running back. Who's going to be that next running back?
There's always the next running back. There's always someone that comes out of nowhere.
I know.
At the
I
running
think it's
back
going to be like a
position.
Bijan. Like I like Bijan Robinson. I think he's so explosive and so like low to the earth, fast. He reminds me of like Ricky Williams, a young Ricky Williams, but he could do more out of the backfield catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what he kind of reminds me of. Like, and he's so explosive. I don't think he's as big as Ricky, but I'm going to go with Bijan Robinson because I think they're going to lean on him a lot this year. Hopefully they should. And with Penix there, he'll be hitting him out of the backfield. I could just see him having a monster year. Third year, been in the league a couple years, right? 2 years. This is third year. And he's primed for a big year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Defensive Player of the Year. The favorites right now.
I've been waiting to talk about this guy. I'm going with Aiden Hutchinson. This is a no-brainer for me. I love his work ethic. He was having such a great year last year. It's part of one of the reasons why the Detroit Lions didn't win the Super Bowl was because Aiden Hutchinson went down, one of their best players on defense. A workhorse, gets to the quarterback, just has a motor that doesn't stop, always going full speed every single play. But there was talks for him. This just shows his work ethic that if they did make it to the Super Bowl, he was possibly going to be back. I didn't think there was any chance, but it just shows his work ethic that he was working so hard that they thought he could possibly do it. I don't think he would have. I don't think he would have been ready. But just knowing that now he has the whole offseason to recover, and he's going to come back with some vengeance after that injury. I don't think it's going to hinder him at all. After breaking, I don't know, what was it, his fibula on bottom, of his leg, which is a nasty, grueling injury. I felt bad for the guy because I really like him.
You come back from those easy.
Yeah, you can. So I think it's going to be Aiden Hutchinson. He's just going to have the extra spark, and he's going to want to show his dominance and show that he's a young buck and that these injuries aren't going to, hinder him at all. He's just going to keep going and keep motoring and show why he's such a freaking beast. And he was on his way to being contentions of Defensive Player of the Year last year, but that injury definitely ridiculed not just him, but the Detroit Lions from winning, and along with 14 other starters going down. So Aiden Hutchinson is my pick to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year for me. The favorites are Aiden Hutchinson, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, Micah Parsons, TJ Watt, Will Anderson Jr. out of Houston. Is there no safeties? There's no safety? They didn't got any safeties out there?
When the heck is a safety going to be Defensive Player of the Year? I don't think that really ever happened.
Has there been a corner?
Yeah. Stephon Gilmore. But he won. Yeah, he was Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, yeah.
What are the last?
Shout out Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, shout out Gilly. What are the last 8 DP OIs? Stephon Gilmore, Aaron Donald, TJ Watt, Nick Bosa. Ooh, Myles Garrett, Patrick Surtain the second, cornerback last year. So look at this: defense tackle, corner, defense tackle, linebacker, defensive end. So it's a corner every few years. Not going to be a corner this year. Put that down on the books. So it is going to be a pass rusher. I'm going with Dexter Lawrence, Defensive Player of the Year, New York Football Giants. I want someone off the radar. This guy's a freaking monster. He plays in the freaking middle of the goddamn line, and he still sacks the quarterbacks. He's a problem in the run game. And he's going to have Abdul Carter right next to him, who's going to be getting all the DTs. Double teams. Going freaking. And then they're not going to give it to Abdul Carter because he's going to get offense or defensive rookie of the year or rookie defensive player of the year. So then I think they're going to have a really good defense in New York.
Is this a hot take, Jules? Something you don't like? I think you're throwing out a hot take without even knowing that you're throwing out a hot take.
His current, oh man, don't let me down, bud. His current odds are 5,000 plus 5,000. So you win. You bet $100 to get $5K.
Making the bet right now.
Putting my mortgage on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're adding a little.
I'm joking.
Putting your mortgage
I am
on
joking for everyone.
I know
out
you're
there.
joking.
No, but people out there might do that. People
We're
might
gonna
have
have the nut. Once you win, you're gonna put the nut house on that bet, and then once you win, it's gonna be the nut house on steroids. Freaking upgrade that place 2 times it. Let's go, Jules. I dare you to put your mortgage on it. But we're adding a little extra one in here. It's the newest award. It just started this year. All the linemen, they always feel left out, which understandable. They get no credit in everything that they do. And I'm glad that they came up with this award to
like the farmers.
To bring some awareness to what the offensive linemen do. And they came out with Protector of the Year award. And we got some favorites. We got Lane Johnson, Trent Williams, Tristan Wirth, Quentin Nelson, Joe Alt.
Penei Sewell. Penei
Sewell. He's going to be Protector of the Year. He's one of the favorites.
I love Penei. Dude, that's an insane story, by the way. He was a fucking rugby player. He's like we're talking about him being Protector of the goddamn Year. Wasn't he, Penei Sewell? Or I'm thinking of the guy from
the Philadelphia Eagles.
But Penei Sewell is Detroit. He's been like the flag carrier of that offensive line.
Mm-hmm. Athletic. Big
I'm going
boy.
Penei Sewell.
Big boy. Oh, okay.
Mulata. I like Mulata too. Jordan Mulata's
was the
fucking
guy
good.
that played rugby over in Australia. He's an Australian. Then he came over. He's the first Australian to win a Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure. Big name. I was just in Australia after they won the Super Bowl. Everyone talked about him. Jordan Mulata. He's from here. I'm like, I know.
I like the accent, Rob. Penei Sewell.
Penei Sewell.
Is this right? Is Penei Sewell? Sewell?
Penei Sewell.
Sewell.
Athletic. Big guy. Tosses defenders out of the way. What I like about him, they can pull. They can pull very well.
I like him because he Polynesian, Rogue.
Oh, Polynesians, man.
They're the best.
Polynesians don't even need a workout. They just so strong naturally. I don't know what they drink. I don't know what they eat, but they're just so strong.
It's kava, Rogue.
Yeah, that is what they
You
have.
drink the kava. It's that root juice.
Yeah, the kava makes them freaking, their testosterone
They're
through
the
roof.
awesomest people.
They really are.
We used to have pig luau's at my Pop Warner football games. We used to have like a big community of Tongans and Samoans. And there's usually a, I don't know if there's a beef between them. Ancient times there's like some war stuff. But since all the Pacific Islanders were all kind of tight in our area, so they were all like, it was all cool. And so like you get a plate of pig, macaroni salad, and like fries for like $5. And like they'd be Sam Alapate, his dad he'd be roasting the pig over behind the snack shack. The shit was held tight. So shout out to all my Paules because they are part of me, Rogue. I love them. And I got to play with, you didn't get to play with them, but I got to play with like the Paulie King, man, Paulie God, Junior Seau. And, that's crazy. R.I.P., dog. But protector of the year for me, Penei Sewell.
All right, protector of the year for me, I'm going with my fellow Buccaneers teammate, Tristan Wirf. My favorite pitcher, one of my favorite pitchers of all time is when my hand is next to him and I have it on the ground in my tight end position. And I'm a big dude, 6'6", 269. Yeah. I range from 260 to 269, Jules.
I heard it. You can't get it by me, old Robbie.
Yeah. Just silly, just throwing out little jokes out there. I knew I couldn't get it by you, but I got it by all the listeners. They didn't understand that, but I think they did.
They got it.
But Tristan Wirf, I put my hand down next to his, and I look like a tiny guy. I look like you next to me, Jules. That's how I felt. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like that's just how it is. That's what I felt.
Right.
Like.
You weren't that small.
It's one of my yeah. When I'm next to Tristan Wirf, this guy's
you're not
quads
that big. He's not that big.
Quads, yes, he is. His quads are double my size. Like it's insane.
How big is he?
Monstrous, and he's big. And I don't think he let up a sack last year or something. Like he's got some crazy stats.
No, he's a monster.
He's a monster, and Baker Mayfield's going to have another great year, which will give more attention to Tristan Wirf. So I think he wins Protector of the Year.
That's a good pick. It's exciting. I like doing these picks because then you get to follow those guys and like root for them.
And also, I saw Tristan Wirf this offseason, and he's a big dude. He was gigantic, and he lost about 25 pounds and looks so athletic. And it's not like 25 pounds like where you're scared, like, oh, is he going to get bullied? No. Is he going to be too small? No. It's like he's perfect size now. And that means like losing that 25 pounds means he's going to have a bigger motor now to just dominate defenders and be quicker. So for that reason, seeing that weight loss and seeing how good he looks, he's going to win Protector of the Year.
And then let's go to our last award then. Let's pick the AFC champion, the team that will be representing the AFC in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 60.
9?
Nope. That's in 9 more years.
Is it Super Bowl 60?
Just Super Bowl 60 coming up.
Oh my God, bro. We're freaking old.
I know, Jules. How do I know that? Because it was the 10-year anniversary last year of us winning the Super Bowl versus Seattle Seahawks. So I knew it was Super Bowl 59, and then you add one more year to it. That equals Super Bowl 60.
Man.
Math magician. Thank you.
Dude, he does his math a little differently, but he always gets it fast. He always gets it fast.
I'm a different type of cat, Jules. I'm the Gronkster. I don't do normal things.
We're going to do the first seed, the team that will have the best AFC record.
Yes, and they're going to have a bye week, so that's a big advantage. Big advantage to have that bye week.
Who got it last year? The Buffalo Bills, right?
No, the Kansas City Chiefs, silly.
Did they? The Kansas City Chiefs?
Hmm.
Wow.
They're
Chiefs.
number 1 seed.
Number 1 seed this year. Ooh. I'm going with the Bills.
Oh, the Bills. I was going to say, hurry up with your pick because I smell right now, Jules. I got some BO, and I got to hop in the shower.
It's because the stinky
stinky.
pick you're about to put if you go against my pick.
Oh, that was pretty good. I'm going to go with the team that lost to the Bills last year but dominated the Bills in the regular season. I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh.
Even though, wait, that doesn't make sense because
you just had the Steelers win the division.
All right.
And then
all
now
right.
you're going Baltimore. Dude, go take a shower.
I'm stinky right now. Like you said, it's going to be, I take that back. The Ravens aren't going to be the 1 seed. I got confused. The 1 seed, let me think about it.
I think the Bills have the easiest road to doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. You know something?
Think about it.
I'm going to go with the same pick as you, Julian. The Buffalo Bills.
Do you think it's just because like process elimination? Yeah, I'm a Patriot homer, and I think they're going to be great, but they're going to split with them at best. They're not going to sweep the Buffalo Bills. It's just not how it's going to go. And then, you know, Miami, what's going to happen over there? The Jets love Aaron Glenn. Excited to watch him play, but I don't know, man. I don't like that Shakira has a high ankle sprain going into the regular season, but those things come up every, as long as he got that now, not in the middle of the season, maybe it could be good. Like, and that's another thing with all the injuries. Like right now, we're at the injury point of training camp. It's like after the first 3 weeks of training camp, the like numbers spike on injuries, which we're seeing. And a lot of people like the Slater injury for the Chargers. Like, man, we just signed this. It's almost better to have the injury in preseason because it allows your team to prepare throughout the player. Like when I tore my ACL against Detroit in the third preseason game, it gave the team, 2 weeks to prepare not having me. You know what I mean? When we lost you in the middle of the season, that's like, oh, what the fuck? We need you.
That's why we didn't make the Super Bowl the year I blew out my knee, and that's why we made the Super Bowl the year you blew out your knee, Julian, because it was preseason and we got to prepare without you, and then we knew what to do. So thank you for doing it early on.
So I don't know where that even comes in play, but that was the chillest dude of the week, thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and always celebrate responsibly. Cold as the Rockies, they always are.
Celebrate responsibly. Always cold as the Rockies. Thank you, Coors Light, for making me feel good.
Well, let's get into the NFC next week and give our Super Bowl predictions. We're going soupy.
We're going soupy Bowl predictions.
I hate talking Super Bowl before even the preseason's even done.
Yeah, I agree, Jules. I agree.
But we're going to do it. We'll do it.
Well,
it's for you guys, the listener.
We're going to do it.
So we either humiliate ourselves or make ourselves look like geniuses.
Mm-hmm. And everyone will forget anyways. That's why.
No, they're not. They're going to be referencing this thing from
well,
all day long. Too. Hey, shout out to Bussin' with the Boys are on Hard Knocks. You see that? Those guys are working. Shout it out.
Shout out to Bussin' with the Boys. They're going to be the crew to talk to from here on out. This is just their first year hitting the road, and like players like coming to do interviews.
That should be us. But.
Yeah, they're going to be the crew to talk to.
Yeah, it should be us.
And down the road. Yeah, it should be us. You're right. Bussin' with the Boys suck. No, I'm just kidding. I love them. They're doing a great job. I love what they're doing.
Well, that's been another episode of Dudes on Dudes. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts. Comment a dude you want us to do. And remember, rate and review.
Call in and ask us a question on the chill line at 561-203-8255. 5789. And remember to follow Dudes on Dudes on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. We will see ya next week. Dudes on Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.